Alright my friends, so in the last video we have finished our array list, and in this video we are going to start learning about loops. Now if we take a recap of the whole section, we have learned about if else, which is solving the problem of checking or validating or taking control of our code. Functions they keep our code organized. Arrays are useful for storing some amount of data in a very simple way. Now the same thing here with loops. We have also a special benefit that we'll get from learning about loops. Loops are good for showing long list of data in very simple way. Okay, so if I now ask you to print the number from 1 to 5, then you will do something like this, right? All of us, when we have started learning about programming, maybe we did this something. Okay, we are using the wrong way to achieve something. Now of course this is not ideal even if it's works. So if I click on run, I will get all these numbers, but this is not ideal. This is the wrong way of doing stuff. Okay, now let's see how we can apply loops here inside to show from 1 to 5 in very simple way. So what I can do, I can type while. Before we get started, and to create loops, any source of loops, we have three main types. Okay, we have the while, we have the for, we have the do while, and of course in new loops, let's say functions or methods being added to the language, and maybe we are going to keep updating this course as long as the Kotlin language is updating. Okay, so while something is true, I want you to do this thing. So while, as long as this condition right here it is true, I want you to run this code right here. The thing that I want to achieve is to print like so. Now let's go ahead and print start very easily. I am just gonna print something like hi from loop. Okay, like so. Now I want you to print this line right here maybe 5 times. Okay, we are gonna start very simple. In order for me to do so, I will type while 0 is less than maybe 5. Okay, while 0 is less than 5, this is true. I want you to print this one right here, but this will run infinitely. Why is that? Because 0 will always be less than 5. So this block right here will never end. Okay, so that's why we need to update the value of 0 in each iteration. And to do so, we need to create a variable for it, because here we cannot type 0 equal to 0 plus 1. Okay, this is not really ideal. Okay, and to do so, here what I will do, I will create a variable. Let's call it count equal to 0. Okay, and here I will replace 0 by count like so. And here, after printing this thing to the console, I will type count equal to the count plus 1. Okay, so this will update whatever the value of count by 1. So if it's 0, it will be 1. If it is 1, will be 2, and so on. Of course, after printing this thing right here. Now if I jump over and click on run, you will see hi from loop. Of course we need to give it a print ln, because it will print it in a new line. I'm gonna click on run, and you will see 1 2 3 4 5. So 5 sentences being printed to the console with this very easy syntax. So let's take a recap of what we did. So here I am created a variable just to keep track of the iteration that's happening right here. Now while the count, which starts with 0, is less than 5, of course it's less, then I want you to run this thing right here. I want you to print this thing to the console. Okay, then after printing this thing to the console, I want you to update the value of count, so it's no longer 0, it will be whatever the previous value plus 1, so it will be 1. Now after finishing it, after updating it, it will start here from the while, not from the var. It will start from the while, but with the updated value of count, which is 1. 1 is less than 5, so it will run it once again and update it to be 2. Then it will go back to the while. 2 is less than 5, and so on and so forth until it's reached to 5. So when it's reached to 5, when we update it to be 5, it's not less than 5. So that's why it will break and it will go outside of the loop. So if I here outside type println loop has finished, like so, and if I click on run, you will see the loop has finished being printed. So this is really the basics idea of loops. Okay, so of course in the next few videos we are gonna show you more advanced usage of loops, but this is really the basic idea. It is just to give it a condition, and as long as this condition is true, we are going to do something. Okay, and if you want to break that condition, you can do it here before you end your body loop. Okay, now if you want to, of course, going back to the first example, if you want to show these numbers, okay, if you want to print from 1 to 5 or from 0 to 5, you can here, instead of printing high from my loop, we can print count. Okay, and if I click on run, I will see 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and being printed. Okay, so from 0 all the way to 4. If you want to make it 5, okay, if you want to make the number 5 shows right here, we have two options. Either to make this one 6, okay, because it is 5 is less than 6, so it should show it right here. And of course maybe it's crashed, so I need to refresh it. For some reasons this online compiler is crashing, so I'm gonna run it once again, and I should. So as you can see, we are getting from 0 all the way to 5. So this is the first solution, which is to include 6 right here, or you can revert it back to 5, and here instead of including just the less than, okay, sign, what we can do, we can also add equal. So if it is less than or equal, okay, so 5, it's equal to 5, so that will be true. So we are gonna show the number 5 also right here. So as you can see, this is the second solution. So hopefully that makes sense. This is really simple and easy task. Of course, in the next few videos we are gonna show you more advanced usage of loops. So hopefully that makes sense. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one.